What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Michael and welcome to a brand new Elder Scrolls video on Fudge Muppet. Today we're going to be exploring one of the most unique, least known about races that exist in the Elder Scrolls universe, the Sea Elves, also known as the Marama. This mysterious race has little appearance in Elder Scrolls games, and yet their culture and history is so fascinating. In this video you're going to learn more about them, who they are, where they come from, and some of the absolutely beast things they're capable of. Here are 5 facts about the Sea Elves. Fact number 1. The Sea Elves look like no other race. Their skin is colorless and very pale, appearing almost translucent to many people. In fact, their skin even has weird chameleon properties, allowing its color to involuntarily change depending on their environment. Their flesh appears to be jelly-like and quite white, and their alien eyes reflect this milky color as well, possessing a similar clear nature to that of their skin. You may encounter some Marama while playing the Elder Scrolls Online, which offers an insight into what this race looks like. Now you know about their appearance, but where did they come from? Fact number 2. Like other Mer, the Sea Elves originated from the mysterious Aldmer continent known as Aldmeris. However, instead of settling in the paradise of the Summerset Isles, the Marama found themselves living in the island continent located to the south, Piandania. But why? Well, there's many stories about how this occurred, but the most trustworthy thing we have to go off is found within the translations of tapestries in the Crystal Tower. This states that the Aldmer, that are now Sea Elves, were exiled from Aldmeris to a place where they could never be aggressive again, after they had banded together under a leader known as Orgnum and fought against their government. This was during the Merethic era. Orgnum was a wealthy man with resources to back his actions. However, he and the Sea Elves were unsuccessful. Now do keep in mind that while I call them Sea Elves, they were actually just Aldmer who later became Sea Elves after they were banished to Piandania. This island continent is separated from Aldmeris by what is thought to be an impenetrable mist, and based on the fact that Orgnum and his followers became the Marama and never attacked Aldmeris again, it seemed like this worked pretty well. You now know how these Aldmer became Sea Elves, and that is where things get interesting, as a new race and a new culture was formed on Piandania. But to understand the setting, we must first ask, what was this island even like? Fact number 3. Piandania is known to be quite a disgusting place to live, and this probably adds to why it was chosen as a place to send Orgnum and his former Aldmer forces. It is a low and marshy continent covered in dense rainforest, infested with all kinds of insects imaginable. It is a habitat for the southern water spirits, and it is here that waving tendrils of kelp trap all but the Marama's own ships in chaotic, uncharted waters. To add to the imagery, Piandania has also been described as a place where massive plateaus spill over with vegetation, which form mazes around valleys of ocean. It's very intense. This sea jungle provides great camouflage for Orgnum and his forces, but who is Orgnum and what notable things has he done? Fact number 4. Led by King Orgnum, the Sea Elves are actually known to be an incredibly aggressive bunch. They will never forgive the High Elves for originally banishing their Aldmer form to Piandania, and they were relentless in their drive to conquer. A year almost never went by when the Sea Elves did not assault the coastlines of Summerset, and Orgnum led the Marama in every single attack. Orgnum is actually a deathless wizard who appears to be immortal and actually looks younger after each century. He is said to be the serpent god of the Sadakal, who is the Yakutan god of everything. This makes sense considering the magic powers of the Sea Elves, but we'll discuss that in Fact 5. So Orgnum continually waged wars against the High Elves. Although as fierce as he was, the Sea Elves were never successful in doing enough damage to make a difference, and even though they became allies with the Second Aldmeri Dominion, the Dominion still allowed the kings of Coluvia to destroy Sea Elf outposts that had been created along the mainland's west coast. Orgnum's war efforts came to an end in the Third Era during the War of the Isle, which is also the last properly documented appearance of the Marama. Here the combined imperial fleet of Antiochus Septim and the navies of the Summerset Isles teamed up with the Psijic Order to destroy the invading Sea Elves. Apparently the Psijic Order brewed a storm so powerful that Orgnum's fleet was so depleted that he would never be able to rise a big enough force to dare invade again. Truly sad stuff, especially considering that the Sea Elves were so damn cool. But why? Well, it's mainly due to fact number 5. The Marama had a very unique and offensive arsenal. For example, they practiced a powerful, rare form of snake magic which allowed them to defeat their foes. This ties into what I said about Orgnum being known as the Serpent God. The Sea Elves have actually used their snake magic to tame deadly sea serpents as war beasts and full-on mounts. Yes, you heard that right, Sea Elves rode on sea serpents while they ravaged coastal areas of the Summerset Isles. Truly intimidating. King Orgnum used these serpents as mounts too, and as his guards. The nature of Piandania also provides a perfect environment for these beasts to blend in and remain unseen to newcomers. If that wasn't cool enough, the Marama also used ships to travel across the seas. Although these ships were incredibly unique, they have been documented as looking insectoid, with membranous sails and a rugged chitin hull, flying a markedly alien flag. These ships definitely had a Morrowind vibe to them. Like other races of men and mer, the Sea Elves also are seen to wield deadly weapons and wear sturdy armors, and they also use fire salts to warm their food on long voyages. It's nice to know that a race as strange as the Sea Elves still enjoy a warm, tasty meal like everyone else, although who knows what kinds of snacks are found on Piandania. Crunchy insects, perhaps. Subscribe to Fudge Muppet for more Elder Scrolls content like this. We're really happy that you watched the video, and we thank you for your continual support of our channel. Please like the video if you did enjoy it, and share it around with your friends who need to know more about the Sea Elves. My name is Michael, social media links are in the description, and I'll nerd out with you again very soon.